I hope this week is better than last week. Okay, this is what we got. We got 2 rounds, and we're doing 5 down dog to cobra. And then we're gonna do 5 by 5 warrior squats. And then we're gonna do 2 rounds with band stuff, okay? So we're gonna go 2 rounds, and you're just gonna go a nice little down dog to a nice little, go down to your knees, cobra. You can come here or you can come here if you have low back stuff, okay? So you're going there to down dog, 4, 5. And then you're gonna come down to a warrior squat. So you're gonna come down like this. You're gonna bring your elbow to the inside of your knee. And you turn your toes out. And then you're gonna open your arm up to the side. Then you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna push against that knee and open that hip up as you open to the side. Okay, so you're gonna do 5 on each side. And you're gonna do that 2 times. So you're gonna go 5 down dog to cobra, 5 warrior squats, 2 rounds. Then you're gonna take your band, gonna go above your knee, okay? You're gonna come here and you're gonna do 10 on one side and 10 on the other. You're gonna leave your band on and you're gonna take one of these and you're gonna go up and over 5 to 10 times, depending on how you feel, okay? So 2 rounds of 5 down dog to cobra, 5 by 5 warrior squat, and then 2 rounds of hydrants and band up and overs. Happy Monday, friends. Good morning, good morning. Five down dogs. And then your warrior squats. So you'll just come down here and open up. You can go as wide as you need to with your legs. And you're just using your arm against your knee to open up the hip and getting a little stretch. And then you go back to down dog to cobra for 1 more round of that. Then you move to bands. And then we go 10. Is it 10? Ah, yes. 10 by 10 hydrants and 5 to 10 up and overs. 2 rounds of that. Trying to keep yourself in that nice tabletop position without opening that hip up. So keeping your hips square to the mat. And you don't have to stand up if you don't want to for up and overs. Okay, friends. All right, today we're starting off with a kind of what we do usually at the end of a workout, right? So we're gonna go 20 work, 10 rest, 4 rounds, okay? We're gonna go plank and reach, and we're gonna go plank dips. That's our little core warm up. So it's gonna be 3, 2, 1. We're gonna come here and we're gonna plank and reach for 20 seconds. And then we're gonna rest, and then we're going to plank dip for 20 seconds. And then we're getting into a workout that goes on a 25-minute running clock. So plank taps and plank dips. All right, friends, we're ready to go. Find your mats. Plank taps, plank dips. Here we go. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Find that solid plank, and then you're tapping. Halfway. Keep those hips squared down to the mat, but know that your weight will transfer. 1, rest. Your weight will transfer a little bit from your right to your left side, depending on when you're tapping. Here we go, plank dips. Again, find that plank. Keep your core tight. Keep the ribs in so you're not overarching your back. Keep breathing. Three, 2, 1. Rest. We're back to plank taps. Here we go. Find the plank. Then you tap. Doesn't matter how far you tap. Halfway. Two, 1. Rest. Plank dips. Here we go. Keep your shoulders back and down. Press through those forearms so you have a nice, solid foundation. Three, 2, 1. Rest. We are back to taps. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Find that plank. Then you tap. Three, 2, 1. Back to plank dips. Here we go. 1, let's go. Find the plank, then we dip. Two, 1. Rest. Back to plank taps. In 3, 2, 1. Last round of taps. Two, 1. Whoo, dips. Here we go. Last round. Halfway, keep it up. Two, 1. Whoo. Woo, your shoulders should be fired up. Your core should be fired up now. Okay. All right, friends. All right, this next part is a 20, so it's on a 25-minute running clock, okay? So your rest is built into this. I'll make sure I can see the whole thing. There we go. Okay. So I'll have a timer going for 25 minutes. And from the time we say go to 7 minutes, we're gonna do 5 cleans, 5 squats, 5 by 5 lunges. Now you can do dumbbell, kettlebell, barbell, okay? You wanna think, so five is what I have for the reps. So if you have a lighter weight, you can adjust your reps between 7 and 10 reps instead of 5. Heavier weight, you can do like 3 to 5 reps. So if my weights are everywhere because they were touching kids, I don't know who was, but they were touching my weights on Friday, and I was like, or on Saturday, and I was like, man, somebody's gonna get hurt because they're playing with my weights. So I had to put them all away. Okay, so if you got a kettlebell, you can clean it 5 times, right? And then you can squat it 5 times, and then you can lunge it 5 times. Now, if you want to go no weight with lunges, that's fine. If you want to go forward or lateral, that's fine. If you have dumbbells and we're doing cleans, we want to think about here, here, right? So from inside, notice how I'm not looking down. I'm looking forward. And I'm this movement right here is the fast part. Squeeze your butt. Okay, so dumbbells, or you can barbell it. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes, okay, so adjust your reps to 7 to 10 if your weights are lighter. Otherwise, your goal is to work as hard as you can for the 7 minutes, okay? You have 2 minutes rest at the end of that 7 minutes. You want to have that rest. So if you feel like, oh, I don't really feel like I need the rest, that should tell you on the next part, you need to try to keep the pace a little faster because you're wanting to work as hard as you can for that 7 minutes. So 5 cleans, 5 squats, 5 by 5 lunges. We'll rest for 2 minutes. At 9 minutes, I'll tell you it's 9 minutes, let's go. And you go 9 to 16 minutes. And we'll do something else. 2-minute rest, 18 to 25 minutes, okay? I'm not gonna explain 9 to 16 right now or 18 to 25. I will do that in the 2-minute break, okay? So, Sarah, I'll give you some modifications on the second one. All right, cleans, squats, lunges. Are we ready? Yes, okay. Clean squats, lunges, and then we will rest for 2 minutes, and I'll go through the next part. All right, guys, 25-minute clock. Adjust your reps as you need. Here we go in 5, 3, 2, 1. You got 5 cleans. And you got 5 squats. So your goal would be to just try to keep a pace, take a little rest as you need, because you'll start to feel 5 reps. And then you can lunge with or without weight. That's your choice. I think I'm going to lunge without weight today. And you got 5 by 5 on that one. And then we're back to cleans. Nice, Katie. Nice job, you guys. Andy, if you got to take a little bit more rest, that's fine because you're going heavier weight. Or if you need to adjust your reps to three or four, that's cool too. Since you're going barbell for some of that. Whew. Nice job, guys. Whew. We are 2 minutes, 40 seconds in. You guys can thank Trent for being able to hear me today because I hid my microphone because I had to hide so many things in my house over the weekend and I couldn't find it. It was, of course, right in front of my face, but I was like, didn't see it. He comes down, he's like, is this what you're looking for? I was like, yeah. Whew. Whew. We are 4 minutes in, friends. 4 minutes. Whew. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And then we rest for 2. And I'll give you your exercises for 9 to 16 minutes. Whew, what a day to forget my water upstairs. Nice job, guys. Whew, we are under a minute. Under a minute. We're going to rest for 2, and I'm going to explain the next exercises. 30 seconds. Twenty seconds. Ten. 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Everybody gets 2 minutes. You listen to me. So, goal is to try to do all the reps before you set down the dumbbells. Sarah, you can modify as you need. You're going to do 6. Any light weights. Okay, you're going to do 6 forward to lateral or forward then lateral. 6 of them, okay? Curl, externally rotate for 8. See how my elbows stay close? Shoulders stay back. And then we row for 10. Okay, Sarah, I know you can do these. Okay, these, I want you to do presses. Instead, lightweight, go light. If you can do rows, just rock out like a 5 by 5 if you can, or do bridges, throw bridges in there, okay? Whoo, we got 1 minute. Because Sarah, this is gonna get, if you need to go to and drop a upper arm up or upper body exercise and go to 2 core exercises like dead bugs or something, do that. Because this can get, for 7 minutes, can get a little, yeah, we don't want to over irritate it. Whoo, 40 seconds. So forward to lateral for 6, 8, curl to external rotation, and 10 rows. I'm going light weights, friends, because as you felt that last round, whoo, still feel it even if you use light weights. 20 seconds. So 6 forward to lateral or 6 forward and lateral, 8 curl to external, and 10 rows. Sarah, just do either 8, like 8 dead bugs, 10 bridges, something like that. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. 9 to 16 minutes. Squeeze your butt here. Shoulders stay back and down. So it should be like the best posture that you have. So I want you to focus on form over speed. So if you're like, whew, I can do 6 of these and maintain where I'm supposed to be, and then come here and you're going for 8. Once you get 8, then your 10 rows. And these are 5s. I'm using 5s. So I could really hammer this back, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go nice and controlled, even with 5-pound dumbbells. Then it's up to you to determine, do your wrists feel all right? Can you do another round without putting the dumbbells down? Since I'm using 5s, I think I can. And then what I'm going to do is take a rest, hopefully after this round, because I'm already feeling this in my shoulders. But if I can get through one more round and keep my position in my body, then I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to take a little rest after this round. Whoo, feeling this in my wrist. So when I'm here, I'm shoulders back and down, I'm squeezing my butt. And if you're using a light weight, I want you to think about how your hands position. Sometimes we end up like this because we can't clasp with our hand, right? That's going to tell you probably need to roll and do some work up in here because you have all these little muscles and there's tons, so many little muscles inside your hand that all end up down here. So just think about that. Just think about that. We go to 16 minutes. I did 2 rounds and then I rested for a little bit. Let's see if I can do 2 more. Probably, maybe not. My shoulders are feeling this. Nice job, guys. There you go, Sarah. Sarah, you're gonna have the strongest core. Like it's gonna be like this so strong core. It's all good. Strong core is what you want anyway. Whoo. We're going to 16 minutes. We're at 13. Whew. You want to feel like you're pulling that back into your hip pocket, right? That's where you want to go. 2 minutes. Woo-hoo. If you weren't sweaty, you should be sweaty now. 2 minutes, and we get a 2-minute rest. And then we're going to different exercises, which will be a little bit more like a cool down. But we do have a finisher. Ooh, minute and a half. We do have a side plank finisher. If you looked at the workout, I do have a fun little burpee finisher, burpee and air squat. That's going to be a maybe, depending on if we have the time. We might not. We'll see what happens. Whoo. 1 minute. 1 minute. And we rest for 2. Whew. 40 seconds. Keep working. If your form is there, keep it up. "20 seconds. And we rest for 2. Whoo, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Whoo, grab water. Oh yes, friends, you should be nice and sweaty. All right, 18 to 25 minutes. Just like I was saying, this is not fast, right? You can choose to use a weight, not use a weight. So we are doing 8 by 8 lateral lunges. So if you want to hold a weight, hold a weight. If you don't want to hold a weight, you don't have to. So you want to think pushing that hip back, looking in front of you, okay? 8 by 8. Then you got 20 loaded leg drops. If you want to do 20 total, or 20 total regardless. So it's double or single. I'm going to go single. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So it's a 10 by 10. Okay, 10 by 10. And then you got single leg deadlifts for 8. So if you need to hold on to something, you can. If you don't, then you're here, right? But it's 8 by 8. So think about it. It doesn't have to be a heavy weight. You want to use no weight. You don't have to use any weight. You could simply be just like that, okay? So lateral lunges, 8 by 8. Go to the mat, 20 leg drops, and you can use weight or not. And then 8 by 8 single leg deadlifts. Whew. So this is not a go as fast as you can. This is make sure your movement's there. And then we start in 20 seconds. $15. Get ready in 10. And you can go 8 on one side, 8 on the other, or you can alternate. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 8 by 8. This one you will not get through as many rounds because we are doing the single leg stuff. Try to make sure you're on your whole foot for the laterals. And then you go to your mat. $20 leg drops. And then you got 8 by 8 single leg deadlifts. And you can use weight or not use weight. And then you got a single leg deadlift, 8 by 8. Remember, you can always have something to hold on to. I'm going to go a lightweight today. Whew. And your form, your beds will work your balance today. That's why we didn't start with this at the beginning. Hopefully we were a little bit more awake. Your standing leg does not have to be completely straight. You don't want to lock it out. You want a little bend in it, but you want mostly this movement to be that hinge at the hip. And you might only get through this 2 or 3 times, and that's okay. I grouped certain things together, so I forced you guys to slow down a little bit and find your form. Because I guarantee you, my right side is way easier than my left. My left, I have to think about it a little bit more. And my foot isn't as stable. So if I don't have to go as far down my leg, then I just work on finding the balance in my foot versus going to the floor or to the middle of my shin. Whew. We are 22 minutes in almost. Nice job, guys. Whew. Nice job, you guys. Nice job, Michaela. Nice job, Will. Nice, Sarah. Nice job, Andy. There you go, Katie. Nice, Tara. I'm slow today. I am tired. On the plus side, since I had to leave the house twice, you know, so it could be shown, my kids and I went to, Saturday we went to Lucky 13 in Mendota to eat. And I walked in and they had bingo. And I was like, oh yeah, bingo. I love bingo. And my youngest son's like, yeah, bingo. And the lady's like, yeah, you got to be 18. And he was like, oh man. And so my oldest son is 18. And so I bought them a packet. And we let Ethan play next to Aiden, you know, but Aiden would have to call bingo. Well, Ethan stopped playing. Aiden was like, hey, I'll play around, because Ethan wasn't winning. So Aiden, who did not want to play in the first place, he played. And what happens? That kid wins $54. And I'm like, lucky. I let him keep it. It's only fair, right? And then we sat in our neighbor's backyard with the dogs yesterday for like 4 hours. Whew, we are under a minute. Whew. 30 seconds. Nice job, guys. 15. Three, 2, 1. Rest. Nice job, you guys. Okay, that's 3 rounds. Whoo, grab water. Okay. Whew. All right, friends. I think we're gonna do this little bonus core round, and then I think we're gonna call it a day for today. I'll save my little burpee fun finisher for maybe Wednesday or Friday. So we're gonna do 20 work, 10 rest, and we are going to do side planks. So right and left, we're really getting into the forearms today, and the shoulders. So we're going side planks, and then you're gonna find the best stretch for you after we do side planks. So if that means you need a little shoulder stretch, or if you want to at the end, so grab it now if you want it. So at the end, if you're like, ooh, I want to get a little bit of this in at the end, or a little bit of maybe side to side when we're seated on the ground, have your band near you. That way you can just get right into a stretch. Because we're going to skip the burpee finisher today, guys. And I'll do that to you later this week. Okay, we are side planking or any version that we need. And then we're switching to the other side. We got 3 rounds. Here we go, friends. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Press to that forearm. Shoulder is nice and strong. You have a solid foundation. Squeeze your butt, head and neck come back in line with your spine. You're looking across the room and you are breathing. 2, 1, rest, flip it. Now imagine when you come up, this is the best way to imagine it. 3, 2, 1. So when you bring it up and you find your form and you bring your head and neck back, think about if you had like, ooh, like electric fence right here, electric fence right behind you. And if you push your butt back, ooh, you get shocked. If you come forward, you're going to get shocked. So find that nice straight line and don't move. 2, 1, rest, flip it over. Sometimes we got to just think of little analogies like that or visualize. So we get best form we can. Here we go. Bring it up. Shoulders back and down. Head and neck back. Squeeze your butt. Halfway there. 3, 2, 1. Flip it. Ooh, the core today. Here we go. Core and shoulders. We got 1 more round each side. Modify if you need. Rest. No shame in modifying, guys. I did not get a lot of sleep this weekend. You know how like when you go on vacation and you come back from vacation, you feel like you need another vacation from vacation? So I feel like I was on a forced vacation, one that I didn't necessarily want to take nor spend money. But yeah, and I'm like tired from vacation, even though it wasn't. Whoo, rest. Apparently half the dang town was in my house on Saturday. But luckily we had everything ready. I don't know how we did it in 3 days. Whoo. Keep holding 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Take a quick second because we're not going to do a burpee finisher to find a stretch. Maybe you want to go shoulders and you want to do something like this. Maybe you want to go like this because this is kind of nice too. You can use the band to hinge that hip back and get a little bit into those hamstrings if you need it, or have a little bend in your knee. Or you can do any one of these kind of things, or a pigeon, or a thread the needle. Just take a second to find a stretch somewhere and be like, yay, Holly, thanks for no burpee finisher today. Sometimes, you know, we want to do the burpee finisher, but you know what? I'm thinking today, we don't need the burpee finisher. Whew. Good job, you guys. That was a good one. Whew. Enjoy your day. I think it's going to be sunny and nice. So get outside. Have a great day. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Have an awesome time today.